Hey everyone, welcome to the Journal's 5th show. I'm your host, Jason Jarrett.
And I'm Alessia Peluso, and we are here webcasting live on demand from Centennial College with yet another great show for you guys today.
Truly a great show, so keep it on play as we take a look at stories about skateboarding, canary breeding, the Centennial basketball team, the Colts, and the dangerous art of parkour.
And don't forget, we have a live performance by Cory Niles, a hip-hop and R&B artist from Toronto.
Sounds really cool. So let's get the show started by taking a look at our first story.
Okay guys, in our first story, our producer Lisa Wright takes a look at the popular culture of skateboarding. She scoped out some skate parks and picked up a few tips along the way. Let's check it out.
I'm Lisa Wright from The Journal, and I sat down with skateboard enthusiast Josh Lenz in his home in Windsor as he told me a bit about what it's like to skateboard. His passionate attitude taught me a lot about the meaning of doing something you love.
I've been really passionate about it because it's such a release, it's a stress reliever, it's something really positive that you get a lot out of, you know, like you learn a trick and suddenly everything else in life just kind of doesn't seem as important. The tricks I've been working on lately are a lot more technical than what I started out with. It's definitely, you got to go with a building block approach, you know, it's like stepping stones. Specifically, I like to skate with my buddy Mike Brennan. He's an awesome guy. He's always got a positive mental attitude. He's PMA. Living down in Windsor now, we go to the Atkinson skate park a lot. They got a strong skate scene down there. For my buddy Mike Brennan, we're so passionate and like live our life by skateboarding that we're planning on opening our own skateboard business. We're gonna start an action retail store down by Windsor. So it's something really excited for. Definitely help us give back something to skateboarding that we've taken, you know. So hopefully we can inspire younger kids to grab the board, go out and skate. Like without skateboarding in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. It just really helped me out through a lot of tough times in my life. It was just something I could always go to. It didn't matter how old I was or what I was thinking about, whether it was like I had trouble with like girls or like work or school, you know. I just had skateboarding, which was amazing. Just such a good release and something I think everyone should have in their life, something like that just really brings that out of them.
That was Josh Lenz on skateboarding, and if you're a skate fan and ever in the Windsor area, make sure you look him up at his upcoming store, The Boneyard. I'm Lisa Wright, signing off from The Journal.
I mean, you know, apart from all those hard falls, I always wanted to learn how to skateboard.
Really? Well, maybe Lisa could give you a few tips. It looks like she learned a lot putting that story together.
Yeah, maybe. But for now, let's keep moving and check out our second story.
Cool.
Did you ever wonder where all the birds from the pet store come from? I mean, you might think they come from southern climates, but it turns out there are bird breeders right here in the city. Producer Sal Monaco met up with a local canary breeder, Joe Ceruto, and discovered some amazing things. Let's check it out.
This is Joe Ceruto, a retired grocery store owner who now spends his days raising and breeding canaries all year round. In the summer months, Joe's bird population can reach anywhere from 100 to 200 birds. This is a lot of work for a 77-year-old, but Joe is devoted.
Allevare i canari è troppo lavoro, ma a me mi piace. La mattina a pulire le gabbie, dopo a darci da mangiare, cambiarci l'acqua, è troppo lavoro.
This narrow path can be a difficult task for Joe to walk in the wintertime. This is why before the fall season, Joe sells off most of his baby canaries to limit the amount of trips and time spent caring for the birds in the winter months. Raising and breeding canaries can cost Joe up to $200 a month in just food alone. Selling canaries not only makes the winter months easier on Joe, but it helps him buy food and supplies for his birds. Selling canaries can be quite profitable, with each bird ranging anywhere from $20 to $80.
Io non lo faccio per i soldi, lo faccio perché mi piace, mi passo il tempo. Io ci spendo 2 o 3 ore al giorno lì dentro, solo per sentirli che mi piace come cantano. E così mi passa la giornata più facile.
Even though Joe raises and breeds canaries, the European goldfinches are his favorite.
I gardellini mi piacciono assai perché li avevamo in Italia e quando eravamo piccoli ci prendevamo e mettevamo nella gabbia per cantare, non per fare allevamento.
For the past 3 years now, Joe has attempted to crossbreed a male European goldfinch with a female canary. The European goldfinch is actually a subspecies of the canary family. That is why it is possible to crossbreed them.
Voglio fare l'allevamento tra il cardellino e la canaria, che così voglio fare i muli. C'ho già 3 anni che ci provo, ma non mi è riuscito fino adesso perché sono troppo delicati.
Choosing a female canary to be a potential breeding partner for the European goldfinch is no easy task. Considering the size difference, the attitude of the birds is also a major factor. If the birds don't get along well with each other, the chances of them seriously injuring themselves is much higher than them actually breeding. This is why Joe must keep a very close eye to ensure the survival of both birds. For the 3rd year in a row, Joe has attempted to breed the European goldfinch with a canary. Even though he has been unsuccessful, he is confident that this summer will be the summer he finally achieves his goal.
Che i cardellini che ho sono proprio buoni e penserò che ci riuscirò.
Wow, those were a lot of birds.
Tell me about it. I mean, imagine how much bird food they eat and how much they,
What?
you know.
Ew, Jay, I don't even want to think about that. Can we just get back to what we're doing here, please?
Okay. All right, let's check out another story, all right?
Cool then, what's up?
Okay, well, Omar Eldib spoke with Coach Jim Barkley of our own Centennial Colts basketball team. We'll see that story and much more coming up after this short break. So keep it on play right here on The Journal.
Welcome back to The Journal. We all know that exercising and staying active is so important.
That's very true. And basketball is a great way to do that. Our own Centennial Colts have almost completely revamped this team this year with only 2 returning players and a brand new coach. Omar Eldib met with Coach Jim Barkley to learn how the team is trying to turn things around after their 1-4 start. Have a look.
In the background, we see the team practicing with one of my assistant coaches, David Joseph.
Another driving force behind the Centennial Colts this season is the assistant coach, David Joseph. He and Jim have coached together in the past and are looking to ignite the roster to play at the level they expect.
Dave and I worked together for quite a while, coaching high school, and we're pretty excited about being here for our first year. This is really a rebuilding year. They weren't very successful last year. We've only got 2 players returning, so everybody else's first year. Recruiting was a difficult chore because we didn't get this job until June, where most people already decided where they wanted to go to school. So we look at this year as really a building year. You know, we've got some young talent, but it's pretty raw. And so it's really a teaching process this year, how to get these guys to play the way we want them to play.
One of Jim's focuses is building the players to work together. With a roster comprised of mostly first-year students, Jim is making sure they know what to expect coming into each practice.
If we are successful doing that, then we should be able to sneak into the playoffs.
Jim Barkley and David Joseph look to their returning players Atiel and Andre Bell to provide leadership for all the fresh faces coming into the season.
faster game. There's not too many really bigs playing in college. They usually get scooped up to go somewhere else. A really good college team can play with some of the university teams. You've seen college teams meet university teams before. It all depends. Really good university teams like Carleton, they will beat university teams from the mid Division I schools from the U.S. I think our Canadian game is really underranked with Canadian players.
It looks like I'm going to have to make my way out to the Colts game one of these days. But getting back to what I was saying before, it really is so important to stay active, not just for your physical health, but for your mental health as well.
It's true. Not getting enough exercise can really mess with your head. I mean, it can make it really hard to sit in one place when you need to.
I know. Tell me about it. I think I ran into that problem the last time I was studying for our test.
Yeah, sure. That was a problem.
I swear to God, Jay, I'm telling you, there was a real problem. But we're getting off topic here again. Okay, so guys, let's check out our last story. Ivan Petrov took a trip to Monkey Vault Training Center, a gym that specializes in training for the art of parkour. For those who don't know what parkour is, it's the physical discipline of overcoming any obstacle within one's path by adapting one's movements to the environment. I'm sure Ivan can explain it a little better through his story, so let's check it out.
My name's Dan. I started parkour about 6 years ago. I started alone, and it was pretty tough because all I had back then was the internet videos, and I would try to copy them and stuff like that. And so as I got more into parkour and I realized more people were starting off just like me alone, I decided that I was going to make a community for people and then eventually make a gym for people and stuff like that, so that people always have a place to go and they can always have someone to train with, so they're never, ever alone. Parkour is basically about getting from one point to another. Pretty much the fastest, quickest, and safest way possible. So let's pretend, there was a wall in front of you and you had to climb up and get to a rail and get over to get to somewhere else. Basically what we're doing is we're starting here. So where I'm sitting right now, this is point A, and I want to get to somewhere else, point B. And whatever's in my way, whether it be walls, rails, ledges, people, lights, whatever, you have to find a way to overcome these obstacles and get to point B. It started in France, and what it was basically was a game that kids used to play. They used to climb on their schools, jump around, play ninja. Every kid does it, but every kid seems to stop at a certain point. We all get to high school and, oh, it's too cool to climb on stuff, too cool to jump around. Well, these kids didn't stop. They kept climbing, they kept jumping, and they got better, and they got better, and they got better. And eventually, when they were in their 20s, they started making videos, and they put these videos up on the internet. And it was because of these videos that went on the internet that people like me and people like all over the world saw them. And we just started copying them. So I don't know if these kids ever thought, they were going to start a whole big trend in the world, but they did just by putting those videos up. Basically no requirements to get started. Pretty much anyone can do parkour. The most important thing pretty much is a good attitude. If you have a good attitude, you can basically go far in parkour. If you have a crappy attitude, you're probably going to end up quitting. Why that is because parkour is very easy and very hard at the same time. It's really easy to pick up the first few things, And that's what makes people like parkour. They're like, oh, you know, these first 3 things are really easy. But then after maybe a month or 2 of training, you realize like, uh-oh, everything's getting hard now, and I'm either gonna have to train a lot or quit. The best way to get started is to go on the internet, search up parkour for your city, your community, wherever you live, because there's groups in Toronto, Ajax, Oakville, wherever you are, there's a group training parkour. And the best thing is to connect with those people because they've tested out the tricks already, they've tested out the moves, and it takes the guessing game away from you. So you can start fast, you don't have to goof around outside, there's no risk of really getting hurt because these guys are gonna show you stuff. After about a month of training, usually people have the basics a decent level, like they can do all the vaults, they can do the beginning of wall climbs, stuff like that. And then it takes a little bit longer to go more advanced moves, and there's pretty much unlimited moves you can learn in parkour. It's still a sport where it's really new, so almost every week you'll see a new move on the internet somewhere around the world. Somebody created something new, and it just blows our minds. We got to go try it right away. A lot of the benefits that you get from parkour are mental. The main thing we see in here is pretty much confidence. People gain a lot of confidence because what happens is they walk in on their first day and they don't think they can do something. You know, oh yeah, it's the parkour video, but it's hard. Maybe I tried on my own, it's a little bit tough. Once we show them, okay, these first steps are easy, you can do it, it starts to build their confidence. They say like, hey, you know what, this stuff's not that hard. I can do these little things, and I can maybe do this, I can maybe do that. And what eventually this does in parkour is it makes you apply it to everything else in life. So let's say one day I finally get climb up a wall that's 12 feet, and I never did that before. What I can say is, wow, you know, I climbed up this wall 12 feet. What else have I done in my life, or what else can I do in my life that I thought wasn't possible before that's possible? Maybe do better in school, maybe, you know, fight less with your family, whatever. And it starts to make you look at things like, hey, everything in life is just an obstacle. And I can either avoid the obstacle, or I can look at the obstacle and say, okay, I want to overcome you. What are my options here with this obstacle? And let's get it done. So that's what it gives people the mindset to really go after life and really challenge obstacles and not take the easy way. Because a lot of people sit on their butts their whole life and take the easy way. Parkour shows you that the fun way or the hard way is sometimes the funnest way to do it.
Welcome back, everybody. Joining us now in the studio is Cory Niles. Cory is an up-and-coming hip-hop and R&B artist based right here in Toronto, and we're lucky enough to have him perform a song here for us. Thank you, Cory, for being here. Take it away.
Do what I came here to do, you know what I mean? Thank you, Jenna, for having me. I'm gonna show you how it's done real quick, okay? Check me out. I can get a bypass. Tell me where you wanna go with that fine ass. I know it sound real lame, but girl, I got cash. And I give you what you want, you know I cop that. You know I bought that, girl, no lies. See me, I'm just trying. I'll put you first class, but I know you scared of flying, so I will keep you level. No, I will keep you sane. I'll keep you in line like the L shape. Get it? Probably not. You still trying to catch it like you was an Argonaut, but baby, you're too hot, so I'ma just chill. You got type of looks that'll make a brother kill. Damn, look what you're doing. I'm always on top, got me feeling like I'm losing, so I'ma get to cruising, and I'ma take off, blow the whistle right now, cause this the face off. One night. Look here, girl. My one night. Saying you could be my one night. My one night. Yeah. You could be my one night. One night. One night. Here go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lay down. Working like a 9 to 5. Take the weekends off when you ready to fly. She said, stop that. Girl, you better stop that. The way you're licking your lips, ooh, I gotta have flash, have flash. Make a movie with you like you a Kardashian. Sex so good that she went and told a friend. She replied, oh my God, that's what she said. Now she wanna stay the weekend, party with her rock star, get to freaking. Blowing up my Facebook, now she tweeting. Wouldn't believe the message if she leave it, but I am not yours. You are not mine. Sorry, good night, Cory Niles.
My one night.
Yeah, one night.
My one night.
Yeah, I'm saying you could be my one night.
My one night.
Yeah.
One night.
One night. I'll break it down.
Baby, are you ready for this loving I'm gonna give you tonight? Just one night. Just some love. I promise I'll do you.
Baby only want me cause I'm high. Thinking I'm your man, but I'm not. You're just another girl that I got, but now I gotta shuffle like I pop. Yeah, or better yet, touch. There was you and me, but never know us. And now it's time. Look, girl, I gotta go. Cory, one night, singing that. My
one night.
Saying you could be my one night.
My one night.
Yeah. One
night.
One more time now.
You can be my one night.
Yeah.
My one night.
You could be my one night.
My one night.
You could be my one night.
One night.
Let the beat bounce. Yeah. Make sure you go vote for this one on Flow 93.5 and your local radio stations. And thank you to Journal for having me today. The song's called One Night. Get out and vote for it. Yeah. That's it. And no matter.
Cory Niles, one night. I like it.
Thank you,
First of all, I want to thank you for being here on the Journal. I want you to just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, what exactly did get you started in this in the industry?
Honestly, it was something that pretty much just happened overnight. You know, I was in the studio one day. One of the local artists, Rochester, he's well known as well. He's the one that actually found me, brought me out, got me to do some things, and then from there, it kind of just went uphill. The first track that we made, which is called Ready to Fly, that actually ended up hitting the radio stations like right away.
Cool.
So from there, just went uphill.
Cool. Nice. All right. Well, actually, how do you find the business right now? Is it a little difficult to get going? I mean, like, what's your motivation? What keeps you going?
Honestly, I don't find it difficult. I think people who say it's difficult, I mean, they're making it difficult on themselves. You know what I mean? If I want it bad enough, I'm gonna get it. It's simple.
Cool. Nice. I like it. Personal question though, how do you think the state of music is today?
I think it's great.
Yeah?
I think it's great. I mean, there are new sounds, auto-tune, new boys, this, that. You know what I mean? So there's different sounds for everybody. So some people hate it, some people like it, but I think the state is going there right now. It's good. So
a lot of variety, a lot of versatility.
Exactly. There's tons of variety.
All right. What's the future hold in store for Cory Niles?
Well, the album comes out January 16th.
January 16th.
I think. Signed right now with Brand New Music Entertainment. So release party. I'll let you guys know when that is.
All right.
Yeah,
What's it called? What's the album?
It's called Changes.
Changes.
That's why the hair came off a couple of days ago. I needed a change. Right. So I think it's best to fit the album. Changes. So
I like it. All right, Cory Niles, I also want to thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again for appearing on the Journal.
All right.
Guys, check it out. Cory Niles, his album's coming January 16th called Changes. And I guess we'll take it from there. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, well, that's our show for today, and I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and I hope you'll join us next week again. It will be our last show of the season and also our longest, where we have stories about the Royal Ontario Museum and also a story about Big Beat, a charity event where the world records for most drummers playing at once was broken. For the Journal, I'm Alessia Peluso.
And I'm Jason Jarrett. Make sure you check out all our shows on Centennial On Demand and on YouTube. So until next time, stay warm, drive safe, and keep it on play.
Hold me down.
I say
front. I love it where I'm from. My city hold me down. Down. Wherever you from, you gotta rep where you from. I'm from Toronto. I mean, I love my city. So I'm gonna rap about it and I'm gonna sing about it. Alright? Check me out. Look, Jay said it, I'm addicted to the limelight. I play ball, now I rap. Funny, right? His life really supposed to be this way. I got cash in my pocket and my visa paid. Go get her, I'ma go get it. I'ma do it in style, braids, waves, or I fit it on. Oh, you mags, I'm styling on. I've got a logo on my back in my city to follow. Nah, this wasn't easy though. Look at me now like, damn, easy, yo. Oh, you wasn't ready for that. A little bit of Henny in my system, look how we act. Oh, you think of Drake, right? I've been doing this since I was like 8, right? No disrespect though, cause we both from the city I call Toronto. Damn, I ain't go from, I love it where I'm from. My city hold me down. Hey, you gotta throw your hands up if you from the city as well.